Hi pals, you're welcome to today's lesson. Today we're going to be discussing division of surd. Now in the previous couple of expositions we've discussed addition of surd, multiplication of surd, and addition and subtraction of surd. So today we're going to be fully in on division of surd. Now before we go into this, we need the knowledge of rationalization and conjugation for us to understand what we're about to take today. So what does it mean to rationalize? To rationalize simply means to convert an irrational number to something rational. That is, to convert a radicand that is irrational to something rational. So when it comes to rationalization, we mainly do that for pure surd and simple surd. But when we talk about conjugation, for conjugation, it's almost the same thing with rationalization. But when it comes to conjugation, we are trying to rationalize a mixed surd or a binomial surd. So what we do, we're trying to do that for mixed or binomial surd, is simply this. We're going to change the sign connecting two major irrational surds together. So here are a couple of examples. So how do we rationalize root 12? How do we rationalize root 12? Don't forget, first of all, we can solve it in such a way that we try to convert this to a mixed surd. This root 12 is 2 times 2 times 3. We all know that this is root 12. So 2 and 2 here, they have a partner. 2 and 2 have a partner as 2. So this 2 here come in pair, but 3 does not have a partner. So if you break this down, we end up having 2 root 3. So this is the irrational stuff that we have here. So this 3 does not have a partner. Why this 2 here has a partner, which is another 2. So for the fact that this one does not have a twin partner, so what we just have to do is to multiply it with its partner with its own kind, which is this 3 here. This is how we rationalize. So that means root 12 is more or less like we say root 12 times root 3, which will end up giving us root 36. So we bring them out. 2 and 2 is 2, 3 and 3 is 3. That will give us 6. This is how to rationalize. So example 2, very simple. To rationalize simply means to convert what is not rational. This is an irrational number because of the fact that when we convert it to mixed surd, we end up having 2 root 3, as you can see here. So that very one that does not have a partner, we just give it a partner. More or less like asking a question, what are we going to multiply with these to get a perfect square? So since this is an irrational number, which is root 12, we can just multiply with 3 to give us root 36. Also, we can do that with root 12, but that will be too way far off. So for us to rationalize it, we just times it with root 3 to make it become rational. That's all called rationalization. So another example, here we have root 54. When we break our root 54 down, let's use our product of prime factors. Root 54. What goes first? 2 can go. 2 here, 27. 2 can go again. 3 can go. 3 here, 9. 3 can go again. 3 in 9 is 3. 3 in 3 is 1. So when we talk about root 54, what do we have? We have 2 times 3 times 3 times 3. So 2 times 3, 6 times 3, 18 times 3, 54. So this 2 here, we have a partner here. These two have they come in a pair. So 3 here doesn't have any partner. 2 here doesn't have any partner. So right here, as you can see, we have 3 root 6, which is root 54. So how do we rationalize this? We can only rationalize this by multiplying it with, we're going to give a partner to 2 and also a partner to 3. So times 2 times 3. This is how we rationalize. So we end up having 3 root 6 times root 6. What do you have there? 3 root 6 times root 6 is 3 root 36, which in turn is 3 times 6. We end up having 18. So this is how to rationalize. Okay guys, it's time to look at conjugation under division of surd. Now, as I said, for you to conjugate, you have to understand that conjugation is the same thing as rationalization. But for this conjugation, we mainly focus on how we could rationalize binomial surds, stuff like this root 3 minus root 5. So for normal rationalization, we are mainly focused on how we could just rationalize pure surds or simple surds. But this time around, we are focused on how we could rationalize stuff like this. How do we rationalize root 3 minus root 5? As I said, for us to do this, we are going to be using the knowledge of rationalization, but at the same time, in order for us to call this conjugation, we have to change the sign, more or less like two different sets coming together in marriage or in conjugal blessing. So this root 3 minus root 5. Right here, root 3 minus root 5. So I'm going to multiply this with the same root 3 and root 5, but this time around I will change the sign connecting them. I will change this from subtraction to addition. If this is addition, I will change it from addition to subtraction. So I'm going to rationalize this. This root 3, I'll be doing the same thing here, this root 3, but now it's going to be plus, then root 5. These are to conjugate. Still the same thing as rationalization. So here, this plus 3, this 5, root 5 here, this minus 5. This root 3 here plus, and this now plus. So we're going to be using this to multiply each of them, expansion. So root 3 times root 3. What do we have there? We have root 9. Square root of 9 is 3. That is sorted. So root 3 times root 5. So what do we have? This root 15. Sorted also, so we're done with that. The next is we're going to work now on we're going to work with minus root 5. So this minus root 5 here times root 3 here, which is positive sign. So that's minus root 15. Sorted. So minus root 5, I beg your pardon, times plus root 5. Right here, this, what do we have? Minus times plus is minus. Root 5 times root 5 is root 25. So root 25 is minus 5. So we're done with that. The next thing we do now is to bring them all up together. So that's 3. Then this plus root 15. Plus root 15. Then minus root 15. Then minus 5. So root 15 minus root 15. This take out this. This is gone. So that's 3 minus 5. We give us minus 2. These are to conjugate. Okay, example 2, conjugate 2 root 3 minus root 2. Now, how do we conjugate this? How do we conjugate? Don't forget that we are trying to rationalize all this irrational stuff. So the first thing we're going to do is 2 root 3 minus root 2, right here in the brackets. So we're going to do the same thing here, 2 root 3 minus 2 root 3 and root 2 also will also be in the other bracket. We're going to be multiplying it with the twin stuff that we have here. That's the same stuff. But the difference is going to be that here is subtraction, here will become addition. This is how to conjugate. So we are trying to eliminate all the irrational stuff here. That's our aim. So 2 root 3 minus root 2 have been multiplied with 2 root 3 plus root 2. Just the same thing, but an opposite sign. This is a reconjugation here. The change in the sign is a conjugation. If you don't change the sign, there will not be any conjugation. So how do we solve it? Let's solve directly. This 2 root 3 times 2 root 3 right here. 2 root 3 times 2 root 3. 2 times 2 is 4. Root 3 times root 3 is root 9. So square root of 9 is 3, 4 times 3 is 12. We're done with that. So the next is 2 root 3 times root 2. Then that's 2 root 6, sorted, very easy. So the next minus root 2 times this, minus root 2 times 2 root 3. Don't forget that 2 root 3 has a positive sign, but it doesn't really mean. So minus times plus is minus. So 1 times 2 is 2. Root 2 times root 3 is root 6. That is sorted also. So root 2 times minus root 2 times root 2 now. So minus root 2 times root 2. So minus times plus is minus. 1 times 1, 1. Root 2 times root 2 is root 4. So that's minus 2. So we've done justice to everything here. The next thing we have to do is to bring them all together. So that's 12. Then plus 2 root 6. Minus 2 root 6. Minus 2. So plus 2 root 6 minus 2 root 6. They take out each other just like this. So 12 minus 2 is 10. Very easy. Okay guys, let's look at this take home. Now after what we've learned today, it's time for us to get ourselves checked to see how much we got from today's exposition or lesson. So there's the first question, rationalize root 60. I would love you to help me rationalize root 60. So the next is conjugate root 45 minus root 12. So I would love you to solve those two questions and leave your answers in the comment section. So if you have found this very exposition resourceful, please do subscribe to this very channel and share this exposition. So see you in the next exposition. Thanks.